Take the opponent.
Juggler is flying late. Sprint by wins the Doncaster. You couldn't have written the script any better than that. And Merlin is going to score a magnificent win in the slipper.
G'day folks, yep, it is the Racing Show and we're highly delighted to have your company. We've got a great show coming up. We're going to review the famous Kentucky Derby, which was run in the early hours of this morning. We'll have a look at the English 2000 Guineas from Newmarket. It was run overnight, and we'll pick the eyes out of the big ones in Adelaide and in Brisbane. Well, they say three's company and two's a crowd. Two's a crowd here today because there's a great big void where Simon O'Donnell normally sits. I miss him a bit,
Yeah,
you know?
it's a shame not to have him. Never mind.
Well, you're a bit of a globetrotter. You were in Adelaide yesterday.
Yep.
You rode a winner to cover X's.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but did this horse not relish the task? He's got the white blinkers and the black cap. You're coming down the outside. Look at his ears back.
This is a horse called Markham, and he'll be running next Saturday in the South Australian Derby. It was a good win. He wanted to lay in a bit here. And Simon O'Donnell's horse is running second. That's a horse called Skyrocket in front, and I go past it. Now, these two have got a great chance next week in the Derby. A horse from Sydney called Seeing Stars, which Graham Rogerson trains, he'll be going down. He's also got a good chance, so could be a nice race.
Well, Simon's not here in the flesh, but he's certainly in Melbourne. We wouldn't leave you out, son. What happened? You missed the plane again?
No, I didn't miss the plane. I thought I'd just stay down here with our Melbourne people and make sure that I didn't get too influenced by you guys up there. And look, are you going to be okay this week, like the two of you? Last week wasn't that flash between you. There was a bit of, let's say, ill feeling. Everything okay?
Of course it is, yeah. We've ironed out our differences. Shane even said to me earlier, which surprised me slightly, he said he's done a bit of research this week and he now realises that my tipping record's a lot better than he thought it was.
How many during the week?
What about the 6-to-1 special defender on Wednesday?
How many during the week?
Hey, pull up, you blokes. That's enough of that, all right?
Simon...
and I'm filthy on that little 5'2" jockey there anyway.
5'4", Simon?
5'4", so
yes, thank you.
You just saw the footage of him costing my owners a lot of money. I don't like that.
You'll get it back.
I hope
Simon,
so.
your earnest plea last week to TV Week about you not being nominated for the TV Logies didn't fall on deaf ears.
Thank God.
Your personal Logie was delivered to the studio this week, and here it is, and I'll just hang on to this until you're in Sydney again. Gold-plated, as you can see.
That seems to be flapping, Tappy. Are you saying that's not genuine?
Well, I think it is. Genuine cardboard. But you deserve that. Now, Simon, there was another little item that came with the Logie, these beautiful gold cufflinks, and there's about as much chance of you finding these when you're next in Sydney as you selling the winner of the next Melbourne Cup.
Now, seriously, they were for me, those cufflinks, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
I've heard these things about you, John.
Well, one of the world's most famous horse races is the Kentucky Derby, or the Run for the Roses, as they call it in that part of the world, at the famous and very charming Churchill Downs racetrack in Louisville, Kentucky. The usual crowd of around 70,000 turned out for this fabulous event. Apparently, the weather was fairly chilly. A field of 12, the smallest field since 1985. The favourite was Captain Bodgett at 3-1. Second pick was Silver Charm at 7-2. And Pulpit, which was expected to start favourite, got out to odds of 6-1. What a clutter there was as the 12 runners went down to the starting gates, each with their own outrider. Most of the horses were on their best behaviour. As they moved into the starting gates, that grey horse is Free House. He's the last in. Here's your caller, Dave Johnson.
All in line.
And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. On the far outside, Free House, the grey, quickly going for the lead. Pulpit is right there into the second spot, and Concerto shows early speed in third at the Wood. Between horses, that Silver Charm with the yellow sleeves racing fourth. Shammy Davis, the horse who was in trouble in the gate, is fifth in the red and white colors, and on the far outside, the long shot, Crimson Classic going to get caught wide at the first turn. Pulpit battling with Freehouse. Those two in a duel up front. Now Pulpit with Shane Sellers takes command. Freehouse on the outside is second by a length and 3/4. At the rail, Carlos Marquez has Concerto right there saving ground in third. Silver Charm with Gary Stevens fourth on the outside. Phantom on Tour is next in the orange colors with Jerry Bailey. Then on the outside is the long shot, Crimson Classic. Along the inside, Captain Bodgett now beginning to close a little ground. Shammy Davis, Deeds Not Words. Hello is third last, to make that fourth last. Along the inside, Crypto Star. Jack Flash is second last, and far, far back, Celtic Warrior, about 18 lengths from the front. And back on the front end, the battle continues with Pulpit on the inside and Freehouse on the outside. Flores with Freehouse on the outside and Pulpit with Shane Sellers. Shane asks for a little more speed and gets it. And here comes Gary Stevens with Silver Charm, 3 wide and gaining. Jerry Bailey looks for a little racing room with Phantom on Tour, and Captain Bodgett is flying. He's fifth in the red cap on the outside, top of the lane in the Derby. Freehouse gets the lead. Silver Charm on the outside, Pulpit at the rail back to third, and here comes the captain, and down the stretch they come. Silver Charm to the front, on the inside, Freehouse on the outside, Captain Bodgett. It's Captain Bodgett on the outside, Silver Charm at the rail, those two to the wire. Here's the finish. Silver Charm by a neck with Gary Stevens. Captain Bodgett on the outside, second by 5, and Freehouse was third. What an exciting Kentucky Derby. 123 years.
The way people react to these big race wins. And just have a look at these two come down to the line. Silver Charm giving Gary Stevens his third Kentucky Derby winner, winning by half a head officially from Captain Bodgett. Now the most savoured moment in American horse racing as the garland of roses is placed around the neck of the winner, Silver Charm. This is the way the owner and trainer reacted, together with their entourage, as the horses flashed over the line, and they must have been on a good angle because they were confident the horse had won. There's the coveted trophy for the Run for the Roses. The trainer, Bob Baffert, by the way, prepared Cavalier, which was beaten only a nose last week by Rhinestone.